Again, I'm back. Thought-provoking question. When it comes down to this Roe versus Wade decision, I see a lot of women, all colors, all ages, really having strong opinions about this decision. Some with kids, some without kids. But again, it's their opinion. But not once have I heard anybody's concerns for the fathers. Because I know there are thousands, hundreds of thousands, all the kids that have been aborted to this day. And I'm not talking about because of rape, molestation, incest, medical situations. I'm not talking about any of those. That's what we got to distinguish, because a lot of y'all putting all that stuff in the same. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is those women, those young ladies that made a mistake and they chose to have an abortion. Was the father involved in that decision? Most of the time, that's a no. So, what about those men? The men who are in relationships with these women, who come to find out that this woman is pregnant, and the man wants to have the baby, and the woman says, no, I'm not having the baby. It's my choice, my body, my choice. Will the men be able to sue those women for aborting their child? I think these men may have a case in these states that still allow abortions, even the states that don't allow abortions, however the women choose to do it. If they want to have an abortion, knowing the decisions that have been made these last couple of days, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or the next day. But if it stays the same in these states that ban abortions, stick with that ban. If a man finds out that the woman he impregnated has an abortion, will he be able to sue that woman, press charges or some type of anything? Because he wasn't in agreement with that, because he does have a right to the fetus as well. Technically, 50% of it is his. Without his sperm, there would be no fetus. So we're not talking about women's rights. We're not talking about men's rights. We're not talking about human rights. We're talking about life. And what we got to start doing, people, with babies and without babies, start understanding that, again, abortion is not birth control. And we're not talking about medical reasons. We're not talking about incest, rape, things like that. That's a totally different situation. But I know multiple women that have had multiple abortions because they were irresponsible, because they just wanted YOLO. Yeah, there was YOLO in all year long. YOLO. Hot girl summers. All for COVID. We off lockdown. We back. But it's been going on before that. And I'm one who can talk, because guess what? Unlike most people who speak, I've worked with children since I was 14 years old. I'm 41. You do the math. In every capacity there is, every single capacity there is, I have worked with children and put the work in. So I know the numbers. I know the kids who come to foster care. And this is just good. I'm gonna end like this. For any young woman, any old woman, any woman at all that is put in a situation where you think you have to decide to abort your child, keep your child, or give your child up for adoption. Quick story. I just recently met a family member who was given up for adoption when he was born. Yeah, Just met this person 3 years ago. This person is 30 years old. His mother chose not to abort him, but to give him up for adoption because she felt that she couldn't take care of him. It wasn't responsible for her to keep him, whatever the reason was. Right? Now imagine this person had been aborted because an irresponsible parent thought that was their only option. Now this person is one of my business partners. This person has changed his biological mother's life because he forgave her. This person has touched other people's lives that he probably would have never been come in contact with if he would have been aborted. We are taking away lives that could change and improve lives because of a mistake that you think you made, and you think an abortion is your only option to fixing that. And it's not. Don't let the media lie to you. Don't let these activists online pump all this, free speech, free rights. It is free speech. I didn't mean to say that. Free life, do whatever you want to do. Don't let the government tell you what to do with your life. You just go out and wild out, have a good time while you're here, YOLOing it out, having all this raw sex. Everybody know raw sex good. We know that. Adults, we know that. But don't get it confused with the outcome. Listen. As principles I live by. Those principles are: you don't mess with kids, you don't mess with women, you don't mess with the elderly, you don't mess with no animals. But especially, you don't F with kids. A fetus is a kid. It has a heartbeat. If it wasn't there, the doctor would not be able to find it. The doctor would be able to find it if it wasn't a human being. Just because it's in the cocoon, let's say a cocoon. We love butterflies, don't we? We don't go around killing butterflies. They're in the cocoon. You can't see it coming out, but you expecting and you anticipating the beauty when it comes out. But all you see is a sack. If it was not there, the doctor would not be able to find it. So in my opinion, according to science, that's what y'all tell me I should believe in science, right? A heartbeat means life, right? We have options, people. Don't let this news stuff get you all worked up and riled up for fighting for something that's not what it is. We got to start educating these young women and young men, because the young men, y'all the ones who running up in them wrong. And then y'all, y'all not getting off the hook either. I seen some of y'all boys out there too at them little rallies. I'm not sure what you smashing or not, but strap up, man. Strap up, because some of these young ladies, when they get pregnant, they feel like, oh man, he ain't gonna help me. Young lady, why you laying down with him if he ain't gonna help you? If you got that conclusion, as soon as you found out that he was pregnant, you had that conclusion before he ran up in you. You knew that. You hadn't heard about him. We got to make better decisions. Young men, if you're afraid to be a daddy, stop having raw sex. Stop having sex in general. Just stop until you're ready. That's the safest way. We have hundreds of thousands of kids in foster care. And all of those kids are not there because their mother didn't get an abortion. Some of those kids are there because their parents, special need parents, can't take care of them. Their parents died. Their parents got substance abuse problems. Their parents are illegal immigrants. Hard times. They become homeless as a family. Then the family has to split up. I've seen it all. I've seen the kids just left at the hospital. I've seen the kids who was left at the fire department. I've seen the kids taken from their parents after they gave birth. Yeah, I've seen that. for myself. I seen it. All of that could have been avoided if they practiced safe sex. Some of it. The majority of it. We have people having babies who can't even take care of themselves. I'm not telling you not to have sex. Even homeless people have sex. But I don't see a whole bunch of homeless people running around saying that they're upset about this overturning of Roe v. Wade, because they don't seem to fall in the population of